Introduction. What if everything you've been taught about attraction is a lie? If you're tired of endlessly chasing people who never seem to care, or feeling invisible, ignored, or stuck in the same patterns of relationships that always end up the same way, you're in the right place. This guide is about to flip everything you know about relationships upside down. But a word of warning. This approach isn't for the faint-hearted. What I'm about to reveal may challenge everything you believe about attraction and relationships. If you're ready to confront the uncomfortable truths and learn how to shift the power dynamic, keep reading. This isn't about superficial tricks. It's about deep psychological insight combined with time-tested wisdom from the ancient Stoics. By the end of this guide, you'll have the tools to control attraction, not through manipulation, but through self-mastery, emotional discipline, and understanding human psychology. In today's world, we're often told that love and attraction come from being nice, constantly available, and putting others' needs before our own. We're told that the more we chase, the more affection we'll receive. But here's the truth. The more you chase, the more people run. Understanding the psychology of attraction means learning how to stop chasing and start becoming the person others naturally gravitate toward. And this is where Stoic philosophy and dark psychology intersect to reveal the secrets to attracting people on your own terms. Section 1. The power of ignoring. Why disappearing makes them want you more. Why it works. In a world where everyone is constantly connected, available, and seeking attention, the most counterintuitive strategy for gaining attraction is ignoring people, or more specifically, disappearing when you've been overextending yourself. You've been conditioned to believe that the more you give, the more you get. That if you want someone's affection, you should shower them with attention, constantly check in, and make them the focal point of your life. Society tells you that to win someone over, you need to be available at their beck and call, sending them messages, giving them constant compliments, and always prioritizing them over yourself. But in truth, this behavior often repels people more than it attracts them. Why? The underlying psychology is simple. People are attracted to what they can't easily have. This dynamic is rooted in one of the oldest psychological principles. Scarcity creates value. When you make yourself constantly available and pour all of your energy into someone, you send the signal that you don't have much to offer elsewhere. You become too easy to get, and human nature, at its core, finds that unattractive. The more you chase someone, the less they value you because they don't have to work for your attention or affection. This is where the power of ignoring comes into play. When you create a sense of mystery by disappearing or pulling back, people are drawn to you because you represent something they can't immediately access. They want to know what you're doing, why you're not available, and, ultimately, how they can earn your attention. Here's how it works psychologically. The fear of missing out, FOMO, is one of the most powerful emotions that drive human behavior. When people sense that you're no longer readily available, they start to fear losing their chance to connect with you. They begin to wonder if you're seeing someone else or what exciting things you're doing in your life that they're not a part of. This uncertainty heightens their emotional investment in you, making them want you more. The Stoic perspective on ignoring. In Stoicism, self-control is a core virtue. The Stoics believed that our emotions shouldn't be governed by external events or the behaviors of others. Instead, we should focus on cultivating our inner state of peace and self-sufficiency. When it comes to relationships, this principle can be used to your advantage. By detaching yourself from the need for constant external validation, you begin to value your own time and emotional energy more. When you ignore someone, you're not punishing them. You're simply demonstrating that your emotional state is not dependent on their behavior. This is a powerful message that creates respect. People are drawn to those who are not emotionally desperate or constantly in pursuit of others' approval. Ignoring someone in this way doesn't mean shutting them out or being rude. It's about setting boundaries and prioritizing your own emotional health. It's a subtle art. Rather than coming across as distant or indifferent, you maintain your self-respect and emotional independence, which makes you far more attractive. Section 2. Mastering Emotional Detachment. Why the Stoic mindset changes the game. The Stoic approach to attraction. The Stoics were masters of emotional detachment. They understood that our emotions, if left unchecked, could control us and cause unnecessary suffering. The Stoic mindset is centered on the idea that while we cannot control other people's actions or emotions, we can control our own reactions. Emotional detachment, the ability to experience life without allowing external circumstances to dictate our happiness, becomes a critical tool in the realm of attraction. Here's how this applies to relationships. When you rely on external validation to feel good about yourself, you place your self-worth in the hands of others. This neediness is not only unattractive, it also leaves you vulnerable to disappointment. Instead of seeking others' approval, Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, and that external events or the behavior of others should not dictate your emotional state. In relationships, this emotional detachment means you no longer need to chase affection. Instead, you attract it by maintaining your emotional independence. When you practice Stoic detachment, you stop over-investing in relationships with people who haven't earned your emotional investment. The result? People are more likely to be drawn to you because they sense your emotional stability and your ability to remain calm and composed, regardless of external circumstances. For example, imagine you're dating someone who's constantly hot and cold. Instead of obsessing over their every action or trying to win their approval, a Stoic mindset allows you to remain calm and unaffected. You recognize that their behavior is not a reflection of your value, and that it's okay to step back and allow them to pursue you for a change. This emotional distance is not about ignoring or being passive. It's about recognizing that your happiness comes from within, and you're not emotionally dependent on anyone else's affection. How emotional control influences attraction. Emotional control allows you to remain centered in all situations. This is incredibly attractive because people naturally respect those who don't allow their emotions to rule them. When you are emotionally steady, others will begin to perceive you as confident and self-sufficient. This kind of emotional discipline is exactly what makes the Stoic approach so effective in the realm of attraction. Attractive people aren't those who constantly seek attention. They're the ones who know their own worth and aren't afraid to let others come to them. When you stop desperately trying to impress others or gain their approval, you make them curious. You create intrigue. This dynamic plays directly into human psychology, especially the principle of scarcity, as discussed earlier. The more emotionally self-reliant you become, the less you seek validation from others. This creates an aura of confidence that is magnetic. People sense this confidence and are naturally drawn to it. Section 3. The Stoic principle of self-reliance. Why independence is irresistible. The attraction of autonomy. One of the most important Stoic virtues is autonomy, the ability to stand strong in your own sense of self, unaffected by external forces. This means that your emotional, mental, and physical well-being are not dependent on the approval or attention of others. In relationships, people are naturally drawn to those who are self-sufficient. Why? Because those who are independent don't need others to feel complete. They offer value to a relationship without losing themselves in the process. This is a key Stoic belief, that you should never sacrifice your own values or identity for the sake of pleasing others. When you adopt this principle, it transforms the way people view you. In practical terms, this means that when you are with someone, you don't lose sight of your own goals, values, and interests. You don't drop everything just to please them. Instead, you maintain your individuality, which makes you even more attractive. People respect autonomy, and they'll find you more compelling when you seem like someone who has a full, fulfilling life of your own. Someone who doesn't need them, but would love to have them as part of it. Self-sufficiency and attraction. The concept of self-sufficiency ties directly into the idea of attraction. Being self-sufficient means you don't need anyone to complete you. This doesn't mean avoiding intimacy or relationships. Rather, it means that you are fully capable of finding fulfillment in your own life, regardless of whether or not others are present. When you live a life based on Stoic self-sufficiency, you stop pursuing people out of loneliness or desperation. Instead, you attract people who are genuinely interested in you, not because they feel sorry for you, but because you have your own life, passions, and goals. This makes you a person of value, not someone who is just seeking to be validated. Conclusion: the art of attraction through Stoic mastery. By now, you should have a deeper understanding of how Stoicism and dark psychology can be used to control attraction in a healthy, powerful way. Instead of desperately chasing after others, you've learned the art of emotional detachment, self-reliance, and the power of ignoring. These tools help you create attraction naturally, by focusing on yourself, mastering your emotional world, and stepping back to allow others to pursue you. Remember, attraction isn't about chasing. It's about becoming the kind of person that others want to chase. By incorporating Stoic wisdom into your life, you'll stop needing the approval of others and begin attracting the right people into your life. This is the real secret to lasting, meaningful connections. In a world full of people trying too hard to get attention, you can stand apart. And by doing so, others will begin chasing you because they'll recognize your inner strength and emotional independence. If you found this guide eye-opening and you're ready to start mastering attraction on your own terms, hit that like button right now. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can keep getting more powerful insights into human psychology, self-mastery, and relationship dynamics. If you want to dive even deeper into the principles of Stoicism, dark psychology, or strategies to create lasting attraction and build more fulfilling relationships, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. You'll be the first to know when new content drops, packed with more tips and techniques that will change the way you approach love, power, and personal growth. Drop a comment below and let me know how you're planning to implement these Stoic strategies in your life. Are you ready to stop chasing and start attracting? I'd love to hear your thoughts and personal experiences. And if you know someone who could benefit from this kind of wisdom, share this video with them. Let's help others unlock their true potential together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, stay calm, and stay in control.